Thank you, Carly. Wonderful. Good for you. And thank you, Ariel and Courtney. This is a little segment of our program that we started last year. This is called the Faculty Minute, or so. And this is a faculty member chosen by students, by this class, to give them a quick message. And to do that, you heard me mention this man's name earlier. This is Mr. Jeff Parsons. He's leaving us this year, longtime educator, longtime English teacher, very thoughtful, and I don't know if it's probably incalculable to think of the number of students over the years that Jeff has turned on to reading. He has made quite a contribution to lives going back at probably 30 years or more. So for our Faculty Minute presentation, please welcome Mr. Jeff Parsons.
You know what I'd like to do is ask you graduate students to give this woman the standing ovation she deserves. Let's do this. All right. Thank you, Carly. I can't tell you how tough this is to have to follow these students. Where are we on this sound? We good, Scott? Okay. Before we start, if we just did my speech, you might not get it. So we need to have a little bit of a review here. How many of you people, by show of hands, this group, I don't really care about you guys out there, this group, they're my students, know that we're traveling around the sun as we go right now? Raise your hands. Good. We know, I bet you don't know this one, at 66,000 miles an hour. Good. See, I got the science in, I got the math in. Okay? Good. Next one, even though I'll reference William Shakespeare as my close friend, how many people of you know that I'm not his contemporary and never have been? Okay, good, we can get started. My friend William Shakespeare once said that the world is a stage and that we are all actors upon that stage. You'll be here pretty soon. And I just noticed something. You guys are in costume. How cool is that? Well, the actors, the thing that you don't have is in your script, because you actually have it and it's in your head and it looks like a big jigsaw puzzle. And if you remember putting together jigsaw puzzles, you remember that it's a lot easier if you have a picture. So that's the thrust of my speech today, to try and give you a little bit of a picture. I can put together a few of the puzzle parts for you and you can get the rest of it together. My first recommendation for you is to invest in the most expensive and comfortable mattress you can afford. I knew that would be popular. A Tempur-Pedic would be a great graduation for you parents. $6,000 isn't too much. So ask for one, guys. You're aware, of course, that we only get a limited number of trips around the sun. Yes? Good, Vitelli, thank you for that. You will need that mattress for 20 sun trips in the next 60 years, because most of us spend about a third of our life in bed, and it should be well spent and comfortable. More important than that F-250 pickup. You've already circled the Earth 17 times and expect to do it for about another 60. Just as fast as it's going now. Sun circling is done, as I mentioned, at 66,000 miles per hour after all. And this gives us a new perspective on that old saw, time flies. So moving on to my second recommendation. That is to, as you would expect, to find a career that you love so much that it defines you as a person. Let me give you an example. She is my doctor. He is my son's teacher. She is a famous chef, or he is the best fabricator in the shop. Person being defined by what they do. It's not a bad thing. For the next 20 non-mattress trips you will have your eyes open and you'll find yourself hard at work. And how are you going to spend those 20 work trips? Most of us know that work is something that you have to do and you don't enjoy very much, such as housework, homework, yard work. With the experience that we learn from that level of work, we can upgrade to a job. Jobs are cool, but They're better than housework and homework because you usually get paid for doing them. However, the downside is that they have built-in limitations, such as someone usually tells you what to do and how to do it and how much you'll get paid. So I suggest upgrading to a career. After all, you're graduating from Matsu Career in Tech High School, not Matsu Job in Tech High School. Good, I like that laugh line. You must continue to invest time and energy. And I noticed as I previewed what everybody's transition plan is, you guys are already ahead of me on this. You continue to invest time and energy in developing a valuable skill set. Everything of value is earned through hard and challenging preparation. 3 to 7 trips around the sun will be well spent, and the time spent preparing for a career will make the remaining travel so much more valuable and interesting. So a good job will make you happy. A career that engages you every day will make your life a blessing. So make it your goal to find meaningful work and that allows you to direct your own work destiny and allows you to master meaningful job skills and finally to find a sense of purpose in your work. If you do this, then you will have a really compelling reason to get off that mattress every morning. There's still one upgrade option. This is me. I didn't have to think about this too much, but it's what I've experienced. This upgrade option is to take your career and supercharge it into an avocation. Supersizing your career into an avocation puts you in first class as we travel around. When you love your work so much that you don't need an alarm clock to get off the mattress in the morning, you have an avocation that turns meaningful work into ecstasy. And I chose that word deliberately. So the last 2 recommendations or secrets I have for you before I close are these. The key to successful career, a successful marriage, and a successful life is to become conscientious about everything you do in life. Learn to become the most conscientious person you know. It's easy. It's so easy. All you have to do is what is expected of you and when it is expected. I repeat, always do what is expected of you when it is expected. Employers, spouses, customers, and your children will love you because you're a conscientious person. Finally, every day as you move forward in your day or in your career or in your life, you only have to ask one question. And that question is this. Goes by quickly, listen. Is this the best use of my time now? Darn, they just legalized marijuana. Oh well, we'll blow by. If the answer is yes, you're doing what you should do. If the answer is no, you have no choice. It's time to change what you are doing, and you will know that. Remember, you only get 60 more trips around the sun, and they're going by at 66,000 miles per hour, even though you don't sense that, and you want to make every one of them worthwhile. Make the best use of your time now. In a single sentence, I have loved every day of my teaching career. I have loved almost every day of my teaching career, and my wish for you is to find a career that you love as much as I've loved mine. Thank you.